Hi. Alright, my name is Andrew Saldate. I am a chemical operations specialist. I spent the last 4.5 years of my life in the Army pertaining to strictly chemicals, hazardous materials, and chemical operations for the Army and Army Reserve. I know we're talking about Chem Trails and some of the effects that they have to the general populace around here. Pretty dangerous. When you look over the main ingredients, barium salts, aluminum dioxides, and some smaller sulfur components, they're designed to fall into the air and dissipate slowly. And as they dissipate, they'll fluff out. And as many times you'll see it, just kind of like a toothpaste line across the sky. It doesn't seem to evaporate or anything like that. If they do evaporate, that's a contrail. And that's just basically heat in such a cool environment. It creates condensation, evaporation by heat. Chemtrail is a literal chemical sprayed through the air. As it comes down, initial design, so they said when I joined in 2008, was for 3D imaging and mapping for their battlefield analysis with the Blue Force tracker. It's a satellite radar, and supposedly the aluminum was going to...
Can you tell me where the Dairy Queen is?
Right across the street, my friend. Thank you for that. So, as you're coming down, this chemtrail. Sorry about that, you might have to get that out.
No, go ahead.
But they're initially designed for 3D mapping, as was told to me when I joined the Army in 2008. Level 30, certified, so I've done it, I taught chemical defense for most of my career. And as it was taught to me, it was used for 3D imaging and mapping for Blue Force tracker and a lot of our satellite and imaging operations. Later on, it was told to me that it was reformatted and it was used for weather manipulation. When you go into these arid climates and temperatures, you'll find that you have a lot of problem getting enough rainfall throughout the year. So what this does is the salts and the sodiums along with the aluminum will go out and dissipate to the atmosphere roughly about 50,000 feet. As it comes down, it creates a snowball effect of condensation. It'll suck it out really quickly. That in turn pulls smaller particles together. Kind of rolls downhill, you see where it goes. Builds up these little milky clouds, and if they spray it enough, they can block up enough of the sun's light to dry up, or to block out some of the dryness and control some moisture. And like I said, it's more of a snowball effect from there. Basically, all you have to do is spray enough, and you can start collecting moisture within these contaminated clouds. So, as you come down and you get these rain that comes down from these manufactured clouds, you have a lot of aluminum dioxides, a lot of smaller other aluminum particles, titanium dioxides and other titanium particles, along with barium salts and different other salts that were created basically just to suck up more moisture, kind of a plug into the original formula that they had. So, where it's at today, in our understanding, is that these lethal toxins that are sprayed in the air are strictly for weather manipulation, and they have no official classification. So, if you know a level 30 or over technical advisor for chemical operations, maybe they'll tell you the same, maybe they won't. I'm not. If there's anything else you want to ask me, brother, I guess now's the time.
Give me your testimony.
Well, what I've seen and what
Give me your testimony of Jesus Christ and your salvation.
Jesus Christ came to my life when I was 12 years old. I went through a lot of hard times when I was a kid, and I actually almost fell off a cliff. And we were doing this little field trip, and I felt the Holy Spirit raise me up just enough to get over that ledge. I kid you not, it was empowering. Where you are today, you have to decide, because there's a line that we all have to walk. Most Christians realize, but many others don't, that you will have to answer for what you've done. When you sit before the throne, you're going to be judged. And most likely, whoever's watching this is going to go to hell. In the Bible, it says that the way to the road to the light is small and less traveled, and the way to hell is vast and a beaten trail. So, since I've been a child, I've been involved in the church and doing, part-time evangelism. I encourage everybody to do it. If you're at the grocery store, getting a drink at the Slurpee station, say hi. What's your favorite drink? I like that one too. My name's Andrew. You heard about Jesus?